look at the timing. The timing and the dynamics. Oh my god, in this part, like with the... Oh my god. I can't. Ah, shit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out JJ from SMTR25, his fan cam for the song Lucifer, which was performed at the SM Town Live 2025. So first and foremost, I have reacted to the SM Town Live already. I reacted to most performances. I think I had to skip just maybe 3 or 4 performances because it was a 5-hour show. And I didn't have that much time to film. So I did most of the performances, including SMTR25, which I loved, by the way. So if you guys are interested in that, that is available on my Patreon. Link is down below. JJ from SMTR25. We know him. Most of us know him from Trainee A, which was a pre-debut group from Hybe. So as a lot of you guys may know, that group was unfortunately disbanded. I don't think it was ever said why, but it was just like disbanded. I was looking forward to that group, specifically for JJ, because I came to know him based off just fan cams. You know, it was his whacking. Because during that time, it was like a Street 1 Fighter 2 era for me, and there were a lot of whacking in that. And I saw this guy pop up on my TikTok, and he was doing some, I think it was like whacking or voking. I was like, damn, this guy is really good. It was like a freestyle battle, it looked like. And I was like, damn, who is this? And then so I did some research and I was like, oh my god, this guy's from Trainee A, and like, oh my god, okay, from Hybe, okay, this is gonna be great. This guy is ready. I was really looking forward to them. And of course some stuff happened, and we know now with Jihoon from Trainee A is now with Tuas. I'm not sure about the other trainees, but like JJ is now with SM, if you guys didn't know that. So if you guys are a Hybe stan and you guys don't really know a lot about SM, so basically every year SM Entertainment has this thing called SM Town. It's basically everybody in their company comes in and has a concert. And every now and then they would kind of tease their new trainees. And then eventually those trainees would debut. Back in 2022, we had the Rise members, except for Shohei and Wonbin and Sohee. It was basically the Rise members. And so they were teased there. So with this one, with JJ, we don't know what's gonna happen yet. There's a lot of theories because there's like 20 trainees. A lot of people are kind of thinking, oh, it might be like an internal survival show, like Last Start, or like maybe it's gonna be like 3 different groups of boy groups, because we do know that they will be debuting a new boy group at SM this year. And so I'm hoping that JJ is going to be part of that already. I'm a huge fan. He's an incredible dancer, and that's why he's getting his own video. Sorry, there's a lot of talking. I'm so sorry. It's just, yeah. So we're gonna go watch his fan cam. Again, I already watched it at the concert footage, and then we're gonna do some pausing. Like I normally do, talk about some skills. All right, before I talk more, JJ's fan cam for Lucifer by Shiny. Let's get to it. Okay, so before we get to it, thank you to this person who uploaded it. I don't have a full focus. This is like I skimmed through this one, and it's like sometimes it zooms in and stuff, and so it's not like a full body focus. There is a Growl one, where it's just, it's full body, it's just him. And so we can take a look at that too. Yeah, I've been looking forward to a dance practice. By this point, it doesn't seem like they're going to release a dance practice for these guys. I'm assuming because they're touring first. This dance, and song went viral on TikTok. Lots of dancers are covering this. I'm assuming because of these guys. Damn, it's just like the first thing, and it's like such graceful movements. Let's go. Woo! Oh, this is my favorite part. Oh my god. Ah, the lower body though. So much command. Oh! What a commanding dancer. Oh my god, I'm like biasing him already, and he doesn't even have a group yet. Yes. Look at that presence. Woo! Shit. This Songha guy is really good too. Love him as well. These two are my favorite off this. Look at his face. This is really good for him. God, because like he has experience with voguing and whacking, right? So he has control of the arms. Yes. I wish this was like a full body, so he see his like lower, like his legs as well. The ones that I saw was full body was not full, like it's just snippets. Woo! I love that. He's got great snaps. Hey! How did even people know that he was gonna be in here to like prepare a fan cam? Maybe on like the second day or something. Hey! Ooh! Let's go! He has such an elegant way of dancing. I love this choreo too. There's a reason why it went viral again. I'm so excited for this group. Want exclusive reactions? On my Patreon, there are thousands of hours of reactions from reality shows, documentaries, concerts, albums, to survival shows, and many more. Enjoy more entertainment industry knowledge, affordable pricing, easy to read menus so you know what you can get on each tier, and just overall fun content. I cover many of the groups I already do here on YouTube, so you can be sure to find something you like. Link in the description down below. Okay, I do want to check out Growl as well, but we're gonna do some pausing here first. Okay, so first of all, yeah, you know what? We're only seeing like his upper body, but I'm gonna comment on the lower body as well because I have seen this choreography be done in many different angles on TikTok. Like, I'm obsessed. JJ and Songha, I have so many bookmarked. It's just like different angles, but of course like different snippets. Like it's not the full song usually. And so I can comment to the lower body as well, even though we're not seeing it here. But like the upper body, this is my first time seeing like just such a detail into his dancing because this is like quite up close and clear. Okay, so we're gonna do some pausing so I can comment on the details. So first of all, this is one of the reasons why I'm so excited to stand new groups all the time. I know there's a lot of groups out there. It's the industry is very, very saturated right now. But this is one of the reasons why I like discovering new groups or like new trainees to follow, because there are so much talent. And so especially when a dancer or like an artist or a trainee or an idol gives me something that I don't really see often. Because like JJ in particular has a very different type of dancing, which are still really, really good. I can see him being iconic already. If he isn't already, you know, like I can see, like as long as SM, I have no hope, but like, you know, I was gonna say, as long as SM takes care of its artists, ah, my God, the bar is low for SM. As long as they get the right treatment, the right songs, the right choreographies, I think JJ could be one of those artists that can potentially be, and I'm calling it, one of the best dancers in the industry. We know certain idols to be like a main dancer in K-pop. Like everybody in the K-pop fandom knows. You know, for example, like Jimin, Kai, Taemin, Yeonjun. You know, you have these like legends already in the industry that has such a dancer image. You know they're gonna slay. And those are just some of the few ones that I'm like thinking in my head right now. But of course, there's more. I feel like JJ is already in that, especially more when he debuts, right? When. The keyword is when, because this guy better. Yeah, I can see him being one of those. And because he has such a different way of dancing that I have never really seen before in the industry, which is very, very fascinating to me. Because there's a lot of these amazing dancers in K-pop, but it's like, what makes you different, right? What makes you different that is very captivating? And let's talk about it. This is already so impactful. It's just that first go, but there's a reason why SM picked this song, because it's such an epic song. It really highlights dancers. I've seen many covers of this song already by like different dancers on TikTok. Very few caught that essence that JJ put into this choreography. And it's this. If you guys are going to cover the song, pay attention to the little details, not just the power. And that's why JJ has so much command into his dancing, because he focuses on the details. And it's very natural to him. It doesn't seem like he thinks of them. He just knows. It's just his body responding to the music. And this is the reason why this is so captivating, is so grand and elegant. You know, there's a certain kind of prince kingly essence and royal essence into the way he just smooth out. And that's something that I haven't really seen in the industry before. Because like other dancers have their own expertise and have their own ways of dancing. But like JJ here, his with his neck, the way he commands his shoulders and his hands, the way it just flows perfectly with the music. Because when some of the dancers that on TikTok that I have seen do this cover, no offense to them, 100%. There's a difference between them learning it just for a TikTok challenge, and they probably spent like 2 hours on it, as opposed to the trainees at a grand label probably practicing this for days or if not weeks, and just so it's perfect. So there's a difference. So the difference with JJ is that it's just the timing and musicality is so profound. It's like reading a book. There's so much details in a book as opposed to going into the movie adaptation where you lose so many details. With a book, you have all the details, all the background story, all the essence of the character. And it's just like so displayed here. Just the way he goes forward is just so elegant, and the musicality, he's like singing with his body, and it's just so captivating also because his visual presence is so commanding. It's like I can watch, like, look, he also has a very ballroom-like upper body. It's like he's about to do ballroom. Look, it's like with the hips in the hands, and he's not afraid to move his hips. Oh my God, all throughout the entire, I can make a fucking 1 hour podcast on this. I'm so sorry. I just get very passionate when I see an amazing dancer that I have not seen before. Another thing that I love about JJ, and we're like 2 seconds in, he is not afraid to move his hips. And you know what? I love a lot of dancers in K-pop, but sometimes most of the time, you lose the hips for these guys because there is an essence or training that's like, oh, you gotta look masculine, you gotta look sexy and powerful, and like aggressive, and so the torso gets a little bit kind of stiff, and then they're powerful everywhere else. It's structured, which works for a lot of dance genres as well. But with JJ, he's not afraid to move his hips, because a lot of people, there's a stigma in the dance industry. Especially when I was growing up, right? It's like when you move your hips too much, you're gay. And a lot of male dancers are told off that at such a very young age. And so it limits their potential. It's such a stereotype. It's not that. And even if you are, what's wrong with it? But like if you see the technical aspect of dance and also the many different dance genres all over the world, like with the Latin type of dancing, there's a lot of hips in those. All right, like there's a lot of hips, tango, samba, paso doble. These amazing genres has a lot of hips in them. And so we just lose so much of it in the West because of stigmas and stereotypes. And just I'm so glad that JJ is not afraid to move his hips. And then like it's in the music already, it's in the choreography already. I just love the way he pops. It's so natural to him. It doesn't feel overdone. What makes it so good is like if your body movements perfectly matches the essence of the music. That's what musicality is. You sing through your body what the music is portraying ear-wise when you're listening to it. I hope that makes sense. But like it's just it just came out of nowhere, that and it's like he didn't have to punch his chest too much to have that nuance in that. It's just it came there and it's like perfect. Just like he's hitting every detail. And this part is the most iconic part. Perfection. Perfection. Oh my god, perfection. I hope we had the other side or the front, because like I mentioned, I watched so many of these on TikTok, like of his fan cam. And also a lot of dancers on TikTok are covering this part. And I'm seeing one thing that a lot of dancers are missing for this one that JJ do have. And of course, you know, all the other trainees as well, because they have the same dancer. But like specifically JJ here, it's again that musicality. It's not going too hard. It's not going too soft. It's like the perfect energy for these specific moves. His timing is perfect. And his control on his arms. And again, that probably correlates to his background in either voguing or whacking. Let me know what his background is on there. I just saw that fan cam, like I mentioned in the intro. And he has such a command in his arms. His isolation is really good, like from the wrist to the elbow. And that's what makes it so mesmerizing to watch, because like for some people that are trying it, these movements, because of the coordination or the lack of isolation, it's not completely there. I appreciate the effort 100%, because I myself wouldn't be able to do this. Like that's not my training at all. But like with him, it's just so nuanced. Like the way he's moving, like his wrist and his hands and his elbows, very, very controlled. Look at the timing. The timing and the dynamics. Oh my god, in this part, like with the... Oh my god. I can't. Ah, shit. I have so much to say. Sorry, I have so much to say. Oh my god, we're gonna like... This is on our podcast. First of all, the dynamics, okay? When he knows when to soften, when to go hard, when to go aggressive, when to hold back, let us have it. He knows when to masculinize it, feminize it. You know, it's just like he knows his dynamics, and it's perfect to the music. Like the way his bends on his wrist and his hand. It's like a fountain. You know, it's so good. And that's isolation for you. I can't do that. My training is contemporary. I've done hip hop. Oh my God, long time ago. But you know, like isolation is not my forte. Like this is insane isolation. And like here, like look at his hands and stuff. Like the way it just kind of, it's like boom, boom. It's like, duh. It's just so good, the timing. And then here, like that hand, oh, the isolation is so good. Like even I'm doing it and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like the elbow. You know, because the thing about it, what's hard about it for a lot of people who don't know isolation is that when you move your wrist, your elbow kind of has to move at the same time. And it's isolation because your elbow is disconnected to your wrist, and hence you can move your wrist without your elbow moving, or like the rest of your arm, and so you can isolate each joint perfectly. And that's what makes isolation really, really good for these kind of dancing, because this kind of choreography, because it really shows the details of the choreography. And there is just like so precise. Like that moment is viral on TikTok with like the dancers covering. And it's just so good the way he does it. Like it's a box, and then like when he goes like that, oh, sexy. I'm sorry. It's too bad we don't see the lower body because he's doing incredible hip movements and leg like dancing, leg movements. Like also, oh my god, more than anything, it's the dynamics for me because he just knows how to play with it. There's so much confidence that he could just play with it. And then here, so the other ones are like slower, a little bit closer to the body, and then now he's reaching out to outwards, like in this movement, like that part. It's just so elegant the way he throws his hand upwards, and it's huge now. It's getting bigger, like the reach. And so again, dynamics. It's like crescendoing, you know. And if you guys know crescendo from the 17 song crescendo, it's something that goes that starts slower or low in volume, and then it gets louder, right? Or you know, it gets bigger. So it's just that kind of dynamics. Oh, incredible. Like his elbows are just so good. His elbows is that's a weird thing to say, but it's like out of context. Your elbows is so good. But in dance context, like he just has so much presence in the shoulders and the elbows. It's not lazy. It's not down here. He's not dancing down here, dancing up here. And it's just staying up there. And again, that's like his isolation and strength in his arms. This part too is so good. It's so clean. So clean. You can see the ankle when he goes here to here. You see it. It's a clear line because like you can just go there but like there would be a curve or like upwards curve, but his is like straight down. Look. It's just his movements are so careful but like so appropriate. And then here is just so much presence. Just the way he stands. Oh, no, freaking like. I know he pops really well too. Like, look at that. Look at the vibration. Oh my god, it's so good. Damn. Like, that's crazy. He didn't even flinch. There was no effort at all. It's so easy for him. My god. This one, perfection, because he knows all. So good. It's perfect for him because it's so structured, these movements, and it's just hands and arms. He's perfect for this. Like, look how structured his look, his tutting. It's slight tutting. It's not completely tutting yet, but it's in that, it's going there. Because, like, you're making shapes already with your arms like that. And then here, just like the pop is so good. Look, it's all in the isolation with this choreo. I just love how elegant he is when he dances. It's so elegant. Yeah. Now we lose him here. It's just so satisfying. He's like an athlete. Like, oh, God. That part. Like, his head, his upper body just did not move up and down. It just goes boop, boop. And it's great. It's so controlled. Like, oh my god. It's just so precise. Like, oh. Because the thing is, like, when you're hopping, the tendency is you would go up. You know, you'd like, would go up. But he's like so controlled. He's like, bah, bah. And it's just like backwards. I don't know how to explain it anymore. It's just so good. And then here, it's just like easy movements, right? Easy choreo, but he's adding nuance to it, okay? This is like a testament of an amazing dancer who has extensive background, because it's in the, like, okay, a lot of dancers would be able to do the aggressive movements because that's kind of like the goal for a lot of dancers. But like when you are given easy choreography, what happens is that like you can really see who has extensive background in dancing, because easy movements, they add so much to it without going overboard. You know, it's just like this one is just like moving back, but there's like groove to it. There's certain musicality, as opposed to when you give it to someone who had only recently started dancing or like doesn't have as extensive of a dancing. They're still really good, but like you give it to them and they're just moving. You know, there's like, yes, the move is complete and you'll look synchronized, but you'll see dancers like JJ who adds. It's just like the vibe of the song. That's what it is. That's what makes us pay attention to dancers in K-pop. It's subconscious, right? Like even if you don't know dance, the technicals of dance, when you see amazing dancers, you know it's good. Because subconsciously, you're like, oh my God, it's like the music that I'm feeling listening to this song, that guy or that girl, it's portraying through their bodies. See, it's like, hey. Look, ooh, the presence. I love this part. He's such a joy to watch. I'm already biasing him. Look, the dance repeats now. That's why I'm not pausing. Like, oh my God, these like little moments that he adds to such a dancer thing. Like that part, like if you can see where they're trained from, like from he seems like, from what I know anyway, he's not fully trained in Korea. Like he started in the West. I don't know where. But like he's got Western training. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Open to education. It's opposed to idol training from the very beginning. There is a difference, 100%. Because in the West, when you're training dancing, yes, of course, you want to be synchronized and everything, and I do put a lot of emphasis in synchronization, but there's also a lot of showmanship. There's a lot of individuality in the Western type of training. As opposed to idol training, you're really paid attention to how you are synchronized to a T. And so because you're learning that mentality from the very beginning, ever since you started training, there's almost no room to like do these kind of moments where you kind of freestyle a little bit, because some people may not like that, you know, because your trainers may not like that. Yes, like the only way you would do these kind of moments is like if you're center, but like you wouldn't really see it on the idols or trainees that are offside, you know. So I really appreciate this kind of moment for him to do this, and he's not center. You know, it's just like he knows how to perform. Like that wasn't in the choreo, because if it was in the choreo, the other guys would have done it too. Like pay attention. Look, the other guys didn't do it. And it's no shade to them. I'm just like saying that there's a difference in training. This stands as well. If you see it at the other side, you would see his body line is an S. It's an S shape. Oh my God, like the shape here. You make shapes with the body. Love that, love that, love that. So excited for him. Okay, so we're gonna quickly check Growl. This one is off TikTok. This is off TikTok because like this is one of one of the best fan cams I've seen. I wish the Lucifer one was from this angle too, because we would have seen more details. I'm just gonna react to it, honestly, though. I don't know if I would dissect. Oh, I love that part. Look, the snaps. Ooh, it's so sharp. Yes, he knows when to go. Oh, this one, just so controlled. Look at that. Like, his body is like not bouncing so much. It's like the control on his you know, and he's just like letting his body go instead of like, you know, being so jumpy on that. Like, it just adds a different type of nuance on the choreo, different type of execution that is so clean. Sorry. Yes. Woo! That little fucking thing like that, so good. What happened? Is that it? Yeah, it's like so short. Look at the hip movements, guys. Right? The one that I mentioned earlier. Just like he's not afraid to so good. Look! The performance level! I'm in awe. I'm sorry, that was like a thesis. It's a video essay, guys. Yeah. You know what? Again, I do want to clarify that, you know, like when I'm comparing and stuff to the other trainees and stuff, when I'm just isolating JJ, it's no offense to the other trainees. A lot of the trainees that I saw, if not all of them on that stage, were incredible. I do have my favorites already. I like Songha, for example. I think he's an incredible dancer as well. Such great presence too. But you know what? JJ's training and execution is just so captivating to me personally. And so, but the other guys have their own execution and they're like incredible as well. So yeah, I'm like looking forward to whatever's gonna happen here. Like, I hope that JJ would be one of the first ones to debut. 100%. I'm so excited to see what comes out of it. If there's any reality show types or something that would happen, definitely I'll be reacting to it like I do most of the time. So stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys posted. If you guys hear about the news, I'm probably on it already. And yeah, if you guys are interested in my SM Town reaction, I do have it on my Patreon, because it does get blocked here. So yeah, very, very excited for JJ. Such a great talent. I can't wait to see what he does. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure to tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to see more exclusive reactions, I do have a Patreon. Link is down below.